All right, guys, so this one's kind of a no-brainer. I am going to explain why I own Leash and why I think it can easily, maybe not easily, but eventually for sure hit 100,000 per token. So let's talk about what makes a token valuable. So first you have good tokenomics. Is it scarce? Is it deflationary? You have the community. How big is the community? What is the demand for this type of token? You also have the use case of the token. What is the use case? Is there any value behind owning it? And you also have, is it undervalued currently, right? You don't want to be buying things that are overvalued. And also looking at the chart, you don't want a chart that looks great either generally. If you want big returns, you want to find things that are depressed. So let's go through Leash and how it could get to 100K. So when it comes to tokenomics and scarcity, Leash is second to none. It has 107,000 tokens. That is the maximum supply. That is absolutely tiny, absolutely scarce, way scarcer than Bitcoin. I think it's like 0.5% of the supply of Bitcoin. So extremely scarce. I love that. The less tokens, the better. So the tokenomics, great. Then let's talk about its chart, right? Let's see. Again, you want to be buying depressed charts. Look at that. Absolutely terrible chart. No one wants in yet, which means that you could get a big upside, right? If you buy here, not saying you should, but if you do at 1,700, this thing in the altcoin bull run, which I'm predicting and expecting, could easily reach an all-time high of 8K and go further for the following reasons. So Leash is part of a massive community. I mentioned how being part of a big community is really, really important. Leash is part of one of the biggest crypto communities on the planet, the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Okay, so we know how popular SHIB is. We know how well it's done and how well it's probably going to do. Unfortunately, it's not early stage, it's later stage at this point. But Leash is still extremely early stage, and it's part of that massive system, which means there's going to be a lot of demand for its use as that ecosystem develops. We know Shiba Inu community is going to build a game. We know they're building apps. We know they have NFTs. They're creating a huge ecosystem. Leash is going to play a big part in it. It's not being priced in at all how useful this token is going to be. But if we do go to shibatoken.com, we can see they give us a teaser of what this token is going to be used for. And it's really great because this has not been discovered yet, but it will be. So Leash was originally set to be a rebase token, but then we removed the rebase and unleashed its full potential. Total supply of only 107,000 tokens. It represents the other end of our ecosystem spectrum. So this is a store value, scarce, and expected to be a really high price token. Leash is the second token incentivized on Shiba Swap and will offer lucrative rewards for the holders, providing its liquidity. So it's going to be an integral part of the ecosystem of Shiba Inu. If you stake it, you're going to get massive returns, and it's going to be an integral part of this massive, big ecosystem. So there's a big use case for this. We don't know all the use cases so far, but we do know if you stake it, you're going to get big rewards. So what may likely happen, just like Axie Infinity, once the staking happened with that and people got massive returns and big rewards for holding and staking Axie Infinity, the price skyrocketed. It almost doubled. Once that's realized with Leash, the same thing is likely to happen. So it's just a matter of time, but you can still get in early if you buy it now. So again, part of a massive community and a great potential use case. Very excited about that. Next, let's look at the market cap. Remember, we want to own small market cap items because one, a smaller amount of money can move it faster if it's a small market cap, right? So again, if you have a $10 trillion token, it's gonna be so much harder to move the needle on the price. But with a tiny market cap like this, in an ecosystem as big as the Shiba Inu ecosystem, this thing can rip higher so fast. It's not even listed on any major exchanges. Coinbase, not at all, but it is listed on Bitmart. So again, if you're gonna be investing in these very early stage tokens, you're not gonna want to only buy things on Coinbase. You wanna buy them before they get on Coinbase. You can buy them on Bitmart. So highly recommend you guys download and use Bitmart if you wanna get into these early stage tokens before the hype occurs around a Coinbase listing. So anyway, fully diluted market cap, 191 million, really, really, really tiny, especially when you consider that Shiba Inu is tens of billions of dollars in its market cap. So if the Doge killer Leash gets to a market cap of just 10 billion, that's going to give it a price of $93,000. So we know Shiba Inu is valued at tens of billions. If this just gets close to it, which it very may will once you start staking this and get real serious rewards and passive income from it, then this could be 10 billion, smaller than SHIB, and just easily get there. And I'm talking about in an altcoin bull run, this thing could have serious room to run. So that is why I'm saying there's almost 100x potential in this coin. It has everything going for it that you want in a cryptocurrency, part of a massive ecosystem, a tiny market cap, amazing use case, undervalued, low price chart, lots of opportunity. This thing in any sort of altcoin bull run will go insane. And it hasn't even started to be listed on big exchanges yet. So we will keep you posted on updates on this project as things develop. It's very exciting, very early stage, very undiscovered, undervalued. The hype hasn't even set in for a big exchange listing, but it's going to happen. The ecosystem is huge for this token, and the fan base is going to be huge for this ecosystem. So stay tuned, very exciting. This discussion is for informational purposes only. Nothing in this discussion should be taken as investment advice. Guests are not compensated for their appearance. Do not base any investment decisions on the information presented.